Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. To get us underway. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They want to run this quarterback. That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Tried to buy a little time and then finally just said, let's run another play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's open. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Rousseau. Makes the catch, it's open. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Running through contact. And they'll drag him down at after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the tailback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking for a man. It's Rousseau. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
There he goes. And he's dragged down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the misfire, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, that play action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He'll ride his man on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They get him on the ground in the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Might as well give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Powers forward. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to power it in. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Calls his own number. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. To the air, it's Rousseau. Caught close to the marker, it's Henderson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The give to the left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. Got his man downfield. Oh, the ball's out after that big play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm.
Oh, he wants it all. Got it. They will score! Touchdown, Vols!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking downfield, it's Rousseau. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Foster. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Davis. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Rousseau. That's caught. It's Henderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he didn't have anybody open. That is a coverage sack. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think...
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brownie on the Jets. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, September 28th, 1929, the first time USC and UCLA squared off on the gridiron. Here's how this year's edition finished up. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Rousseau. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic.
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. Delivers the stiff ball. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They're going to ride this running back.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.